Hello guys, in today's video we will talk about the ISO or ISO, which is one of the factors that controls our exposure for video. And to recap these three factors, it is the shutter speed, the aperture and the ISO. In my last two videos I talked about the shutter speed and the aperture. In the description below guys I will leave links for these videos if you did not watch it yet. But today's video, it is mainly about the ISO. And the ISO, we can control it and change it from the settings of our camera. And it is our image sensor sensitivity to the light. It is how much our image sensor is sensitive to the light. If you increase the value of the ISO, our image sensor will be more and more sensitive to the light. And if you decrease it, it will be less sensitive to the light. Now, what is the effect of this? If you increase the ISO, the image sensor will be more sensitive to the light and the scene will be more brighter. But also, you will get more noise and grain in the scene. And if you decrease the ISO, the scene will be darker and it will be less noise and it will be less grain in the scene. You always need to shoot videos with the lowest ISO possible, because it is bad to have noise and grain in your footage, and with some high numbers of ISO the scene will be useless. Let me simulate with you guys how the ISO affect the video that you see now. I'm shooting this video using my Sony AX100 camcorder, and I put the ISO to 0 dB. The ISO or the gain, I put it to 0 dB, which is the optimum value for this camera. Now let me raise it up, let me increase the ISO so you can see how it affects our scene here. I make it now 12 dB. It was 0, I raise it up to 12 dB. Now to 15 dB. Now to 18 dB. As you can see guys, the scene is becoming more and more brighter and more grain and more noise coming to the scene. This is 21 dB. This is 24. And this is 27, 30, 33. And this is the maximum ISO value for this camera. As you can see guys, this is how the scene will look like when I take the ISO value or the gain to the maximum level on this camera. Now let me return it again to 0. You can increase your ISO to have a brighter scene if you don't have enough light to light your scene. Maybe you can make it 3 dB, you can make it 6 dB, you can make it 9. But as you can see guys, starting from 9 and above, the scene starts to be too much bright and there's a lot of grain and noise. And now back to 0. This is the optimum value. You can take this down to minus 3 dB. This is the minimum value of the ISO or gain in my Sony AX100. And even with the minimum value, still the scene is bright because I have LED to light this scene. Now let me try something with you guys. Now I make it back to 0 dB. What I will do now, I will turn off my LED system so you can see this is how the scene look like without my LEDs. This is only the light coming from the room. This is without the LEDs powered on. So I don't have enough light now to power the scene, to light the scene. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to increase the ISO to have a brighter scene because I don't have enough light. this is 3 dB, this is 6 dB, and this is 9 dB. This is how the scene will look like if I will make the ISO or gain on my Sony AX100 to 9 dB value. This is just using the light coming from the room without having any LEDs powered on. And this is 12 dB, this is 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33. Yes, for sure you can make your scene brighter, but you will get more noise and you will get more grain. So the best thing to do is always to try to give light to your scene and don't rely on the ISO to bright your scene. In some situations you don't have lighting sources, you don't have sources to give light to your scene, so you will end up in a situation where you will need your ISO. So you need to use your ISO, but my advice always is to not go to big values in your ISO. Try always to use the minimum ISO possible, because yes, it will give brighter footage or brighter images, but also it will introduce grain and it will introduce a lot of noise. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to hit the like button for me and share the video if you want to share, and don't forget also to subscribe to my channel to see more and more videos, and I will see you all in the next video.